Baccarat Rouge 540 is one of the most hyped niche fragrances on the planet. But is it really worth $300? Sure, it smells incredible, sweet, airy, luxurious. But once the hype fades and the price tag sinks in, you have to ask, is there a smarter way to smell like money without spending it? Before you drop serious cash chasing that signature saffron amber trail, there's a $25 clone that smells nearly identical, lasts just as long, and gets just as many compliments, without the designer markup. I've tested them side by side, worn them in real-world situations, compared projection, dry down, and reactions. And what I found might surprise you. This isn't just another dupe list. This is a fragrance masterclass from someone who's lived in the world of clones, tested hundreds of budget bangers, and knows exactly what delivers and what doesn't. If you're looking to smell like luxury for less, well, let's dive in. 1. The Clone, Al Haramain Amber Oud Rouge. Let's start with the one fragrance that's got the clone world buzzing. Al Haramain Amber Oud Rouge. Now look, I've tested hundreds of clones, especially in the Baccarat Rouge 540 space. Because let's be honest, everyone wants that sweet, airy, woody DNA, but very few clones actually do it justice. Some are too sharp, some are overly synthetic, others fade in 30 minutes. Amber Oud Rouge, though? It's different. This one delivers. This isn't just a decent dupe. It's the gold standard for BR 540 clones under $50. And depending on where you buy it, you're talking $25 to $35 for a 60 milliliter or 100 milliliter bottle that comes in sleek packaging and smells luxurious. Here's why it works. The top opens with saffron and jasmine, giving that instantly recognizable metallic sweetness. That sugary, airy note that makes Baccarat so unique. It's here. You get the sparkle, the lightness, but it's not hollow. As the fragrance develops, you get ambergris and woods in the heart and base. The ambergris especially gives it that mineral skin-like quality that's so hard to replicate. It doesn't go flat or overly musky, it evolves. And unlike many other budget clones that smell good for 30 minutes and then vanish, Amber Oud Rouge actually has structure. A full top, middle, and base. That's what elevates it from cheap dupe to legit alternative. I'd say this gets you 90 to 95% of the BR 540 experience. Not kind of similar, not inspired by, nearly identical. If you've never smelled the original, this will feel niche, luxurious, addictive. And if you have smelled the original, you'll be shocked at how close this gets. 2. Performance breakdown. Does it last? Let's talk performance, because here's where many clones get exposed. You can have the best top notes in the world, but if it dies after 45 minutes, it's pointless. Especially when we're talking about a fragrance that's built around elegance and subtle trail projection. But here's the thing about Amber Oud Rouge. It lasts. I consistently get 7 to 9 hours on skin with a strong 3-hour projection window. On clothes? Forget about it. It'll stay until the next day. This stuff radiates in that Baccarat Rouge kind of way. It doesn't scream. It glows. It hovers around you. People notice it when you walk past or when you lean in. It's not loud, but it lingers. Let me break that down. First 30 minutes, that metallic sweet opening, saffron plus jasmine, is noticeable right away. If you spray on warm skin, it opens faster and brighter. 1 to 3 hours, the ambergris kicks in. It goes from sweet to slightly salty, musky, and rich. Still very airy. 4 to 7 plus hours, you get the full dry down, amberwood, and musk. Clean, warm, elegant. What's impressive is how smooth it is the entire time. There's no harshness, no cheap alcohol opening, and no sudden drop-off like you get with lower-tier clones. Honestly, this is better performing than some batches of the real BR 540, especially the EDP version. And for $25, that's crazy. Just go easy on the trigger. This clone is strong. 2 to 3 sprays is enough. Overspray it and you're in I'm trying too hard territory. 3. Scent profile. Who's it for? When to wear it? Alright, so who should actually wear this? And when? Baccarat Rouge 540, and by extension Amber Oud Rouge, is one of those rare unisex sweet scents that actually works across genders and seasons. But let's get specific. If you're a guy who's used to blue fragrances like Sauvage, YSL or Versace Dylan Blue, this is going to feel different. It's not citrusy, not aquatic, not woody in the usual sense. It's airy, amber heavy, and abstract. Some people say it smells like cotton candy. Others say it smells like burnt sugar or warm skin. Honestly, it's all of those things. And that's what makes it addictive. Here's how I describe the vibe. Clean but not soapy. Sweet but not sugary. Warm but not spicy. Musky but not animalic. It's a smooth, elegant, slightly sweet scent that works in so many situations. Cool weather, fall and winter are ideal. This fragrance loves layering hoodies, coats, knitwear, date nights. The kind of scent that makes people lean closer, intimate and memorable. Formal events, weddings, galas, cocktail parties. This smells expensive, like you belong there. Office wear, yes, if you go light on the trigger. The airiness makes it work in professional settings too. Everyday signature. If you're a minimalist who wants one bottle that covers everything, this could be it. It's subtle enough to wear in the background, but interesting enough to be your signature scent. So who's it not for? If you only wear loud clubbing scents like 1 Million or Ultra Male, this might feel too soft. If you're after deep oud, heavy tobacco, or animalic leather, this isn't that. But if you want something elegant, sweet, and grown, this is a very smart move. 4. How it compares to the original? Real talk. Let's have the real conversation. How does Amber Oud Rouge stack up to the $325 bottle from Maison Francis Kurkdjian? Short answer, shockingly close. Long answer, let's break it down. Similarities. Top notes. That saffron-jasmine combo hits almost identically. The opening is clean, slightly metallic, and airy. If you blind tested both on a paper strip, most people wouldn't know which is which. Mid. The ambergris note is very well done. That salty, mineral skin warmth effect that gives BR 540 its uniqueness, it's here. Dry down. The musky, woody finish is smooth and long-lasting. That clean skin but luxurious vibe is present. Differences. Blending. BR 540 is slightly smoother. Transitions are more seamless, but we're talking minor differences. Naturalness. If you have an ultra-refined nose, you might notice BR 540 feels a bit more natural. Slightly richer jasmine, more subtle ambergris. But again, this is only noticeable when directly compared side by side. Airiness, BR 540 has a bit more lift, a touch more transparency in how it projects. It floats a little higher. But here's the thing, is that extra 10% of refinement worth $275 more? For most people? Number. Especially when Amber Oud Rouge performs just as well, smells nearly identical, and costs a fraction of the price. If you're just getting into fragrances and want to experience Baccarat Rouge 540 vibes without committing to niche pricing, this is the move. If you're already a collector and just want something BR 540 adjacent that won't eat into your Amwage or Nashained budget, still the move. And if you're wearing it around people who don't live on Fragrantica, they'll just think you smell like $1,000,000. 5. How to wear it. Pro tips from a cologne connoisseur. You know what separates the guy who smells good from the guy who smells great? Application. Even with an elite tier cologne like Amber Oud Rouge, how you wear it matters. I've tested this thing in every season, layered it with dozens of other scents, and tested it on both skin and fabric. And here's what I've learned. Spray placement matters. This fragrance isn't a screamer, but it's a slow burn projector. Spray it wrong and it can feel like it disappears. Spray it right and you'll have that perfect cloud that hovers around you all day. Best spots. 1 spray behind each ear. 1 on the back of the neck, so it trails when you walk. 1 on the chest under your shirt. Optional, 1 on the back of your hand or wrist for subtle lift. 4 sprays is plenty. Any more and you risk fatigue or oversaturation. Skin versus clothes. On skin, you get more warmth and development. The saffron pops, the ambergris gets creamier. On clothes, it clings hard. We're talking 12 to 18 hours minimum, but it stays a little more linear. Pro tip. If you're going to be indoors in a cold climate, do 1 spray on a scarf or hoodie. You'll catch subtle whiffs of it every time you move. Layering tips. Want to give it a more masculine edge? Layer it over a light woody base like Zara Rich Warm Addictive, or even a little bit of Lata Facamra if you want a deeper vanilla spin. Prefer a fresher twist for summer? Try Rasasi Darege underneath. It's got that spicy fresh DNA that blends beautifully under the saffron sweetness of Amber Oud Rouge. And for those who want that next level niche feel, add a drop of clean musk oil on pulse points first, then spray Amber Oud Rouge on top. It boosts longevity and adds depth. This cologne is versatile, but how you wear it can elevate it from solid scent to signature level. 6. The hidden benefit. Familiarity without the fame. Here's something most guys don't think about, but it makes a big difference. Baccarat Rouge 540 is famous, but not too famous. Unlike Bleu de Chanel or Acqua di Gio, it's not something you'll smell on every third guy walking past you at the mall. It feels niche, even though it's everywhere in the fragrance community. What that means for you is simple. Amber Oud Rouge smells familiar to some, but unique to most, especially if you're not in a room full of frag heads. People may not know exactly what you're wearing, but they'll recognize that it smells expensive, refined, and different. That's a major win. And here's the kicker. Because this DNA is so well balanced, sweet, warm, airy, clean, it doesn't give off a specific fragrance identity. It just smells like you put effort into choosing something elevated. Even better, you get all the recognition of a luxury scent without the stigma of, oh, he's just wearing what's trendy. It's like driving a luxury car that no one else in your town owns. People notice and respect it more. If you're someone who wants compliments without broadcasting that you're wearing a cologne, Amber Oud Rouge is the move. It gives you that low-key sophistication that most designer scents can't touch. 7. Who should avoid this? Honest take. Let's be honest, no fragrance is for everyone. Even a great clone like Amber Oud Rouge has its limitations, and if you're coming in expecting it to do something it doesn't, you might be disappointed. So let me break down who shouldn't buy this. You only wear hyper-masculine, woody, or spicy scents. If your rotation is full of things like Dior Fahrenheit, YSL Kuros, Interlude Man, or Rasasi La Kawam, Amber Oud Rouge may feel too soft, too airy, or not aggressive enough. It's sensual, but not alpha in the traditional way. You want loud, clubbing fragrance with instant punch. This isn't Club de Nuit Intense Man or Afnan 9 p.m. It doesn't slap you or everyone around you in the face. It's more refined. If you spray this expecting a beast mode vanilla bomb, you'll be underwhelmed. You want something 100% masculine. This is a true unisex scent. Anyone can wear it. That makes it beautiful and versatile. But if you're not comfortable with that vibe, it might not feel right for you. You're hypersensitive to synthetic saffron or ambergris. Rare, but it happens. Some people pick up a medicinal or metallic note from saffron, or feel like ambergris reads as salty skin. It's smooth here, but if you know you don't like those notes, steer clear. But for everyone else, if you want something sweet, clean, elegant, long-lasting, and shockingly close to a luxury niche scent for a drugstore price, then Amber Oud Rouge might become your new secret weapon. 8. Community reaction. What fragheads are saying. It's not just me saying this fragrance hits hard. Amber Oud Rouge has a legit reputation in the community, and not just among clone hunters. You'll find it consistently ranked in Best Baccarat Rouge 540 clones, Top Middle Eastern fragrances under $50, Affordable fragrances that smell expensive, and the praise is consistent across Reddit, YouTube, and forums. I blind bought this and was blown away by how accurate it is. 95% similar to BR540, lasts all day. Reddit user on r/fragrance. This performs better than my decant of the real thing. Can't believe it's under 30 bucks, YouTube commenter. The only clone that nails the airiness and sweetness without smelling synthetic. Fragrantica reviewer. And the best part? It hasn't been ruined by overexposure yet. It's still under the radar for most people outside the frag community. So you're not going to be just another guy wearing what everyone else found on a top 10 list. This is one of those rare budget scents where the value to quality ratio is off the charts. And the real ones know it. Absolutely. Here's a longer, polished version of your final verdict and outro, refined for smooth voiceover delivery and pacing while keeping your expert tone intact. Now sitting comfortably at a stronger length with more persuasive detail. 9. Final verdict. Is it worth it? Alright, let's bring this one home. If you're sitting there wondering whether Amber Oud Rouge is worth your time, your shelf space, or even your $25, here's the straight answer. It's not just a good clone, it's one of the best bang-for-buck pickups you can make in the entire fragrance game. Period. For around $25 to $35, you're getting a scent profile that captures the sweet, ethereal, luxurious elegance of Baccarat Rouge 540. Almost note for note, longevity and projection that rival, or in some cases outperform, the original. A presentation that looks sleek, feels premium, and doesn't scream discount bin. And most importantly, a level of versatility that lets you wear this across seasons, situations, and styles, without ever smelling basic. Now let's be fair, does it outperform Baccarat in every single category? The original is still a touch more polished. The transitions between the saffron, ambergris, and musk in BR540 are slightly smoother. It has a certain effortlessness that only true niche perfumery can deliver. But here's the thing, Amber Oud Rouge gets you 90 to 95% of that experience for under 30 bucks. That's not marketing fluff. That's real-world testing from someone who's sprayed both side by side, over and over. So unless you're a hardcore collector, or you just have to own the original for brand status, there's really no need to spend $325 plus when this exists. And if you do already own Baccarat Rouge, then this clone becomes the perfect daily driver, a guilt-free sprayer, something you can throw on for errands, gym sessions, or casual dates without worrying about burning through a luxury bottle at $5 a spray. This is what I love about smart fragrance buying. You don't need 100 bottles, you need the right bottles. And this is one of them. Here's what most people get wrong about smelling expensive. It's not about flexing a niche label. It's not about having the biggest collection. It's about smelling intentional, controlled, confident, like you know what works, and you don't need to spend $300 to prove it. Amber Oud Rouge delivers that exact vibe. It gives you the sweet sophistication, the clean muskiness, the almost addictive airy amber trail that makes people lean in. And it does it without breaking your budget. So if you're ready to smell like wealth without paying niche prices, this clone is the real deal. You'll find it linked down in the description, available on Amazon from vetted sellers I trust and personally use. Fast shipping, no blind buy anxiety. This is one of those low-risk, high-reward picks that makes you wonder why you ever paid full price in the first place. If you're building a serious fragrance rotation that punches well above its price point, Amber Oud Rouge deserves a front row spot. And if you want more expert clone breakdowns, brutally honest reviews, and those rare cheapies that outperform designer legends, stick around. This channel was built for you. Stay sharp, spray smart, and I'll catch you in the next one.